All right, folks. Welcome back. Today we're going to take a little side trip. Instead of finishing out, like we pretty much got all the paneling up inside the container, except for the back region. So in order to help get stuff in and out, because now I've got it elevated up on these concrete pads you see behind me, I'm going to put a ramp up there. So my buddy Chris is over here. He's going to help me come up with a ramp design on how we're going to get in and out. I'll have it light enough to where I can take it off and move it. One of the challenges is you see down there on the corners where he's sitting is where the locks go in and they engage for the doors. You can't block that for when the door's shut, so the ramp has to be able to where we can move it out of the place and move it back in. There's a couple of different options we could have done with swinging it up, swinging it down, all that. But I only have a certain amount of time to get this done today because I want to get it set up. So that way when I'm moving out the generators, out the saws, all this stuff, I don't have to call everybody and interrupt anybody. I can just move it out, do it myself, and then put it back in without being a burden on anybody else. So let's see here. We'll sit down and go through the plan. All right, so we have broken out the sign function off of the calculator. Chris has drawn up some amazing blueprints onto our whatever it is, a drop from one of our paneling. So when we're now unloading the car, and we're gonna get this thing built. So hopefully we can get it done in a short amount of time, and hopefully it's not a boat anchor when we get done. So here we go. Alright, so we have cut the first board that we're going to use. This one right here is going to be the support board. It will mount up against the container and then run down to the ground. So that section you see right there will be on the ground. This one will be up flush to the container. Now we're going to cut the pieces that go in between, which are going to be 22 inches a piece, which will vary based on whatever size ramp you're going to make. But anyway, making some progress, going to get it done. Got the backside all framed out, looks good. Chris, amazing job.
You're not finished. You got to do the deck screws, man.
Oh, I got to do the. Oh, I did the deck screws while you're
Oh,
gone.
you did?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Fuck
So
yeah.
we're all good.
That's what we like.
Beep.
Hell yeah.
Sorry for all the children listening, huh?
No,
All right, cool.
No kids are watching this.
This is going to be a big help. So now let's see how this thing actually works as we load back up the shipping container.
Bells, let my damn jump it up, chicken shit, shit, my face, she's propaganda, but it's 5 foot
folks, we're done. I'd like to thank Mr. Christopher Karhoff for his outstanding skills. His plans for the ramp will be on our website. You can purchase a copy of these plans for $19.95, or we can send you the actual plywood frame for probably $99.95,
or just a 12-pack of Bush Light,
or a 12-pack of Bush Light. We can be negotiated for about anything for a 12-pack of Bush Light. So anyway, thanks Chris for helping me out.
No problem.
Chris also does sculpting, stuff like that, so care if I mention that?
No.
All right, so for the 35 people out here watching, Chris also does a lot of artwork, a lot of sculpting. It's called Cretan Works, Cretan Craft. So check him out on Instagram. He's got some really cool stuff, like monstrous, like what do you call that kind of
art?
Yeah, art.
Monster faces and shit.
Monster faces, but it's like the guy that does the hot rod stuff. What's that guy called?
Some Ed Roth like.
Some Ed Roth like kind of stuff. Anyway, it's really cool, really amazing. Check his stuff out. Thanks again, Chris, for helping me out.
No problem.
And thank you for the 35 people at home watching. So see you later.